Deep in the jungles of Java, Indonesia, a series of massive stone blocks were discovered stacked unusually along a hillside. Locals call this place Gunung Padang, the Mountain of Enlightenment. But these stones are only the visible tip of a truth buried for over 20,000 years. This could be the remains of the oldest pyramid in the world. Are we misjudging the timeline of human civilization? During the Dutch colonial era in Indonesia, a Dutch archaeologist became fascinated by ancient legends of a forgotten palace in the forest. He followed a narrow trail through dense vegetation on Mount Padang in search of mysterious ruins. Deep in the forest, he found a massive terrace structure leading to the hilltop. Countless heavy box-shaped stones lay scattered, covered in roots and weeds. He believed he had found the remains of a lost palace. He wrote to the Dutch government requesting a team of experts to investigate the site. Although it drew strong interest from European scholars, no research team was ever sent. The discovery faded into obscurity as if it had never happened. After Indonesia gained independence, the story of the mysterious hill faded from memory. But fate had another encounter in store. 3 local men out hunting stumbled upon the forgotten site. They saw large moss-covered stones and sensed something unusual. They reported it to the authorities. Local officials confirmed this was the same area recorded decades earlier, a hill known as Gunung Padang. This time, the Indonesian government acted. Experts from the Heritage Bureau and National Archaeology Center were dispatched. Mapping and documentation began quickly, leading to astonishing findings. The site contained cylindrical and rectangular stones in massive quantities, each about 1.5 meters long and weighing around 250 kilograms, some twice as heavy. These were volcanic rocks formed naturally. Who transported them to the top of a 90-meter hill? The stones weren't randomly placed. They were arranged in fixed patterns, forming walls, enclosures, and geometric clusters. 5 distinct architectural layers covered the summit, totaling around 3,000 square meters. A long staircase with 370 steps connected the levels, suggesting religious or astronomical purposes. No human remains, artifacts, or pottery were found. Researchers used erosion analysis on the stones to estimate their age. Initially, they thought it was just an ancient settlement, nothing special. Gunung Padang was once again dismissed and forgotten. But everything changed thanks to geologist Danny Hillman Natawijaja. He was drawn to the hill's unusual shape, symmetrical and untouched by erosion, unlike surrounding areas. He suspected it was a man-made structure buried over time. Danny believed the hill wasn't a natural landform. Its surface was too perfect, as if someone had built it and then covered it with soil to hide it. Under government sponsorship, Danny led a team of geologists and archaeologists to investigate. Initial soil samples matched previous age estimates, but when they drilled deeper, they found mysterious layers from a much older era. 3 distinct architectural layers were buried underground. The deepest dated back 28,000 years, far older than the Sumerians or ancient Egyptians. The discovery shocked the entire team. They expanded their research, using ground-penetrating radar and seismic tomography to map the underground structure. Inside were rectangular stones arranged in a matrix-like pattern. The deepest layer contained vast chambers, possibly underground rooms or buried structures. The report emphasized the structure wasn't just on the summit, it wrapped around the hillside, covering at least 150,000 square meters. Gunung Padang wasn't a natural hill, it was a multi-tiered pyramid, possibly a city buried for millennia. But if true, who built this colossal structure so long ago? Danny asserted, Gunung Padang is a man-made pyramid built long before the last ice age ended. Its massive scale, complex construction, and unexpected depth rival the Egyptian pyramids or European megaliths, but it's far older. After receiving the archaeological report, the Indonesian government saw this discovery could reshape global understanding. They invested heavily, equipped the site with modern tools, and even deployed the military to assist. The president at the time ordered a helicopter landing pad built atop the hill to personally monitor the excavation. However, the extraordinary findings sparked fierce backlash from the academic community. Critics claimed the research lacked international standards and was biased. Despite never visiting the site, many scholars insisted Gunung Padang couldn't be older than 5,000 years. Danny said, "I know I'm challenging a deeply entrenched mindset. I don't deny the surface stones may be only a few thousand years old, but I believe they were placed here to honor a sacred site recognized long before. And the truth lies in the deeper layers." Modern data suggests the oldest foundation could be over 20,000 years old. If verified, it could completely change how we understand human origins. As the jungle was cleared, a flood of artifacts emerged: jewelry, pottery, tools, weapons, and even strange coins predating any known currency. Analysis of the stone binding material revealed ancient cement made of clay, silica, and iron, suggesting metallurgy existed before the Iron Age. Locals believe the stones emit mystical energy. Modern instruments confirm they radiate unusually high frequencies aligned with Western musical tuning. Did ancient builders understand sound waves, vibration, and magnetic energy? Studies of sound from Pythagoras to Nikola Tesla suggest the universe holds laws we've yet to grasp. The stones at Gunung Padang emit strange vibrations, hinting that ancient people may have possessed knowledge beyond our imagination. Coins existed before money. Alloys were forged when humans still hunted. Energy resonated at frequencies no one has decoded. All of it paints a portrait of a society ahead of its time. According to Danny, these are undeniable traces of an advanced civilization yet to be discovered. But just as the truth was about to surface, the excavation took a turn. A change in government halted the research indefinitely. The new president leaned toward conservative views, opposing his predecessor who had supported the project. Scientists were forced to leave the site. The excavation was abruptly stopped. Since then, Gunung Padang has remained eerily silent. In the end, what was this massive structure built for? Did an advanced ancient civilization truly exist thousands of years before the Egyptians or Sumerians? Why did they vanish without a trace? Some questions may already have answers. The first clue came in the 19th century from American-British explorer Augustus Le Plongeon. He spent his life studying the Maya in Yucatan and proposed a shocking theory. The ancestors of indigenous peoples didn't originate in the Americas. They came from a continent submerged beneath the ocean. That land was mentioned in the ancient sacred text Popol Vuh, the origin of humanity, the first civilization on Earth. Le Plongeon named it Mu. His theory sparked a century-long debate. His successor, James Churchward, was a British officer stationed in India. Churchward claimed he learned Mu's ancient language from a mysterious monk who possessed tablets recounting prehistorical events. Through them, he uncovered the story of a great empire with 64 million inhabitants living tens of thousands of years ago. Mu once spanned the Pacific Ocean, larger than South America, existing long before it was swallowed by a catastrophic flood. In a single night, the sea engulfed the land and its majestic structures. Survivors scattered across the globe. From them, civilizations like Egypt, Greece, Mesoamerica, India, and Easter Island were born, carrying symbols and architecture eerily similar across vast distances. Pyramids, sacred rituals, and repeating designs defy geographic separation, as if remnants of a forgotten world. Like the lost continent of Atlantis, Mu was long dismissed as myth, but new evidence is forcing scholars to reconsider. Gunung Padang may be the missing piece in humanity's historical puzzle, a reminder that truth can be buried, but one day it will be revealed.